right, you guys. So pretty much, something came on. It happened to be New York from I Love New York, Flavor of Love, and she was sitting on Dr. Jen's couch with her mother. Now I'm over here about to make me some coffee, about to kind of wind it on down, and it just happened to click on. When stuff like that happens to click on, that means I'm really supposed to be tuned in. Well, I did tune in, and what I saw was witchcraft instantly. Now I'm gonna break it down to you guys. New York's mom said, "I know she is not pregnant," and New York kind of laughs, like, "How would you know?" Mother says, "Because when you get headaches, I get headaches," right? Binding. So she binded herself with her daughter, right? So not only did she say that, she says, in your dreams, when you have bad dreams, I know. But she also knows when New York has good dreams and aspirations and goals as well. So she's one of the people who stalk her child in the dream state. We got a lot of mothers who just can't let go, or who want to live out their destiny through their children. Okay? So then New York's mom says, "I would know." And if she were to give birth, if she was, you see what I'm saying? Or she said that it would that would be her birthing her child. Listen to what these people are saying. If New York were to give birth, it wouldn't be her child, it'd be her mother's child. Then New York, we later found out, well, as going through the comments, I saw that New York had miscarried. Her mother didn't want her to have that child. They were arguing. There was, it wasn't the stress from the baby and the relationship. It was actually witchcraft involved. It was witchcraft involved. So I want you guys to look at that episode. Go watch that episode where she laughs about it. And she has that sinister look on her face. And the counselor is just looking like, what is she talking about? Because the counselor is unaware. New York mama knew exactly what she said and confirming what she said, because she knows the witchery and the wicca she does behind closed doors on her daughter. This has been happening with a lot of people where they try to bind themselves to their child, right? And don't want their child to be successful. Now, New York, from I Love New York and Flavor of Love, has been successful playing that villain role. And in some of New York's thing when she was on Big Brother, this is way back, New York says, "Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see my mother." Y'all, the mother's been doing mirror magic on New York. Okay, now I didn't see all this tonight. I just saw that one episode, but I'm going back to what I remember. Okay, and I remember her specifically saying on Big Brother, when I look at, she pretty much looks at herself, or was it Big Brother? It was a show where she says she sees her mother when she looks at herself in that mirror. The mother wants her to see that. The mother is projecting onto I Love New York. She's projecting onto this individual her insecurities, her lack of self-worth, and things like that. And now New York's choices of men, as y'all seen, have been Flavor Flav, and y'all seen a couple people she's dated, has not been always, let's say, her mother didn't like them. So guess what? The relationship ended very quickly. And they actually said, "When I look at you, I see your mother." They said, Flav said this. He says, I can't be with you because I see your mother when I look at you. Because the mother has been projecting on New York for years since she was on that I Love New York show. She has been projecting on her daughter. So people literally see, when they see her, yes, they see this funny villain, but people close to New York sees her as literally her mother. You guys, when I say, pay attention to these celebrities and what's kind of going on. Y'all don't have to pay attention. It'll come to you when it needs to come to you. So, and I don't do celebrity readings, but I'm going to, it needs to be brought to the forefront, some of the things that are going on, because New York was clueless. She just laughed it off and was like, but the mother was like, "No, if you have a headache, I have a headache. If you have a bad dream, I know." What the fuck? Damn, are you spiritually stalking her? Are you spiritually stalking her in the dream state? Are you binded to her so that way when she feels something, you feel something because you want to feel what your daughter feels so bad that you'll do any type of binding, any type of spells to stay connected, despite the fact that she was going to give birth and have a child, which would have been great for New York. She probably would have had a spin-off series about her having a baby and all kind of stuff, and her going off on people, all kind of stuff. Okay? But a lot of the time, it's the people closest to individuals that's doing the most damage. Now, I know that for a fact, that is what that lady was doing. Her mother had a lot to do with that baby. And I don't say, y'all know I don't say stuff lightly. Y'all know I don't say stuff just to be cool. That's not my thing. But after watching that, I was like, I know, because I know when somebody's trying to bind. Trust me, I know the signs, the symptoms, the dreams, how to know when somebody's in the dream state stalking you, how to know what type of dreams where you're dealing with witchcraft, how to know when people are trying to put you in this stagnated state, how to know when people are trying to spiritually attack you. I know. Because it has not just, it's happened to me before. So I know the symptoms, the signs. Why do you think your family members always say, well, I know somebody such and such is pregnant? How the fuck would you know if somebody pregnant? You don't know their day-to-day life and their business. That's because families love to bind themselves to certain individuals. Despite the way they treat you, they want that closeness. They want that attachment so bad they're willing to do anything behind closed doors to feel just a little bit. If they can just feel a little bit, a piece of what you got to feel. If New York mom could just feel a little bit, Tiffany, what is it, Tiffany, I don't even know her last name. But the mother just wanted to feel a little bit. That's why she was on them started going on the shows with her. Because she wanted to feel what New York was feeling. Okay, and when New York said Flavor Flav back in the day was the love of her life and she wanted to marry that man. Okay, I don't judge who people love. That's not my business.